In this video, I will show you how I installed a PS3 EasyChill into an original 60GB and 20GB launch systems. One was manufactured in November 2006 and the other February 2007. Things changed quite a bit for fatter consoles through their many iterations, some having their Wi-Fi Bluetooth board moved from the front of the console to the back. I won't get in depth for everything you must disassemble from your console because there are plenty of videos out there for that. For the EasyChill, you just need to be able to lift the motherboard out. So remove the power supply, Blu-ray drive, and any screws and ribbons holding those down. Remove the hard drive from the side, and then remove all screws along the edge of the motherboard before you can lift it out. Here on the bottom of the motherboard, you will find the fan connected to it with its brown, gray, and black cable. Unplug the fan from the motherboard and plug that into your EasyChill. Then take the EasyChill cable and plug that into the motherboard. Now you just have to secure the wires in some open space next to the fan, under the hard drive compartment. Luckily, the fat PS3 consoles have plenty of extra space. Tuck the cables around this notch where the original fan cable was. This will help secure them along the side. Run the EasyChill controller board up along the USB ports on the front of the motherboard. You will need a little extra cable so you can fit the board properly for your system. Another plus with the fat consoles is the motherboard has these screw slots that prop the board up a little bit. This gap is perfect size to not pinch your EasyChill wires. Be careful to still not pinch any wires when laying the motherboard back into the console. Pay attention to the rear of the PS3 and make sure everything looks aligned and no plastic is curved, tilted, or raised. With everything set in place, test out where you want the EasyChill controller board to go. Your console may be very different than these two models and offer more space. Remember, the blue fan speed controller on the board must be facing down so you can access it through the vents with your screwdriver. If thinking about the left side, make sure the Wi-Fi Bluetooth board doesn't get in the way. These two can touch, but you don't want to force anything in place or cause damage with the screw or the shell being pressed on. This may take time depending on your console, but keep testing out locations, installing the board and using the screws, and then gently putting the pieces back into place to see if it works. With my 60GB, I could only find this a decent place for the board, just barely between the Wi-Fi board gap, which had two pieces sticking off the board blocking me. On the 20GB, I was more easily able to put the board here. The 20GB model doesn't feature wireless internet, so it's slightly different on the front of the board. I'm not contacting the board with the EasyChill screws like I was with the 60GB. Remember to check from the outside of your PS3 to see if you can access the fan speed controller. The last thing I do want to note, when putting your console back together, please only tighten the security torque screw to a snug fit. It only needs to be barely snug. Tightening too much can crack the PS3 lid and it will slide off like this. I bought this PS3 used, so I learned from someone else's mistake. They even slightly stripped the screw and bent the bracket it goes into. This screw can be tricky to get into place, so this is what I do. Have the screw set in the lid as you fit it into place on your console. Next, slowly slide the lid into position as you have your screwdriver ready to start tightening the screw. This makes the threading process more successful. Now you can be on your merry way keeping your PS3 cooler and lasting longer.